make me a terrorist, man. You'll
Okay,
make me a terrorist.
wait, I just hit stream, so
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You might want to say something.
yeah, this is FNGR, aka Anthony Aguilar. I'm joined by the following yahoos: Ruza, Rouge, and Gilded Dash. Today we are well represented, and this isn't me shielding myself. They wanted to come along for the ride. Two transgender people who very much claim that Tinker does not speak for them. I hope that the rest of the community follows suit. Let me just make sure to tweet this shit out.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that nobody speaks for me. So if anybody thinks that they speak for me, they don't.
Okay, so I can't tell you that purple.
I'm gonna speak for you, Gilded.
Gilded Dash totally. You know, like, I was gonna say that Gilded wanted money for free, but apparently they don't. Okay.
No, I'll get my own money. I don't need nobody's freaking speak for me to take and then freaking give me money. No, I'm pissy.
Screen.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Okay, so we're going straight to the top, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say hi to everybody in the chat. See who's showed up to the stream.
Probably should look at who's in the stream.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Hello, people. It's doing good. Sam, how the hell are you? Wow, Brony Drum indeed. Moto Drop. Hi, I'm alive. It's good to see you, Moto. I don't think we've talked to you since we sat down and watched what was that comic book movie? You know what? Let's just go back on what we were doing. So let's see. This is from Twitter. Purple defend the police Tinker. Defund, indeed. If you break your current quarantine bubble for Thanksgiving, just let me know so I can block you. You're part of the reason the virus is reproducing out of control in the U.S. You aren't just my enemy. You're the enemy of the whole country. Now, from what I understand, you guys said that Tinker reached out to Emmy, aka Mintheart. This looks like the other way around.
No.
No, Mintheart tweeted, and then Buddy commented, and then they went to DMs.
All right, let's continue. I'm too excited to sleep. It's 4 a.m. and I don't have to be in the airport for a few more hours. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of the same way. Can't wait to see everyone back in Oregon. Now, for everyone in context, Mintheart's been going through some shit. There's allegations, which seem fairly substantiated, considering that basically the person that she's accusing of stalking her and grooming her since she was 14 seems to be having a mental breakdown, got committed, got arrested. We've covered old Vida for a while there. There's other videos that help explain that. We'll continue along, but we feel, and you guys can weigh in down below, why it might not be the best interest for someone to go hop on a plane right now. Mint may have just earned the right to go see family. Yeah? Okay. Tinker disagrees. So, why are you flying during the worst pandemic in 100 years? Could this trip have been avoided? I won't debate how shitty it is. Something about J.K. Rowling here at the bottom. I'm going to just skip right by. Yo, so this is Tinker slipping into her DMs, or is this Discord or still Twitter?
This is now Discord.
Okay,
so Tinker talked to them first. Tinker slid into their DMs first.
Okay. Hellos. We're flying now during the pandemic. What is your overwhelming emergency? I am visiting family for the holidays. How about you? No, not acceptable. So again, as I found out, Tinker and Mint were past tense friends of some sort, not besties, right?
No, not besties.
Yes, they weren't super besties, and yet Purple Tinker decided to squeeze their corpulent self into the call here, or the Discord. I know someone was going to have an issue with it. Tinker, I understand that there's a very bad pandemic. I'm going to weigh in. My girlfriend came out and visited me during the pandemic. Thank you, Rouge. I hope that you were personally triggered and offended, Tinker. My family is fine. I'm going to get myself tested when I get back to Nebraska. I got myself tested before I left. I came back and if I come back positive, I will do the reasonable thing like a smart person and quarantine myself for like 2 weeks before I go to another test. Now that's not how did Medicare put it? Never apologize to a transferee. So anyways, Purple Tinker, you could still infect people on the place in the airport. You could still infect your parents. You could kill them. They could kill you. Yes, Tinker. You could swallow a grape and choke to death and die. You could get hit by a car crossing the street. There are many lovely and amazing, wonderful ways to die in today's modern society. Let's all sit together and huddle. But the point is here, Mint's made this choice. Continuing negatively, test results are not sufficient enough to travel. First of all, the test isn't 100% accurate. Secondly, well, I mean, that goes without saying. Nothing is really 100% accurate. Stops you from catching or transmitting the disease while you're there and on your way back. Here's a bunch of bullshit. Okay, fine, it's scientific testing. Negative test isn't enough to have a holiday. Here's why. Yeah, I've heard wonky shit with the testing. So, the airport planes are doing their part to ensure there's so much distance as possible. I'm going to wear a mask. I'm doing all I can to protect myself. Tinker, no! All you can to protect yourself is stay the fuck home. Like, you know, apparently Purple Tinker's feelings are more important than anything Mintheart wants. We all have to take a knee. Oh, that's right, you know. I'm gonna try really hard not to go into politics, but we'll get there. As people have been begging us all for months, I will give you two choices. One, call the airplane and the travel company with you and cancel your flight and pay you back every penny you paid for them. I think you can cancel. That wouldn't have been necessary, but anyways. Admit you have a mistake to me and in private is enough. Who the fuck are you? Like, who the fuck are you, Tinker? And by the way, Tinker, I still say that word. I still say the N-word every chance I get. And you know what? It means more to me than ever having your respect. Ooh, I love it. it feeds me. Anyways, 2. Never hear from me ever again. I wrote this a week ago. I meant every word. I still mean every word. Okay, let's get to this. Thanksgiving, we know. We already showed that before. You are making a selfish, dangerous choice. You virtual signaling piece of shit. Shut the fuck up, Tinker. Anyways.
Hold on. I want to personally respond to this. Why don't you just advocate for social distancing in a plane? Like in American Airlines, they have everyone sit next to each other. But in Delta, they separate people from seats.
And with United, they're doing tests before you even get on the plane. So how about you get fucked?
I mean, they're making an argument. They're not 100%.
I mean, I would just like to point out that everyone on the plane knew the risks of getting on the plane. So if they anybody on the plane that catches anything, that is on them.
So Tinker, when I go to work, it's not absolutely necessary. I have enough money to just sit that out. Am I a terrible person for going out and making money and not panhandling like, you know, your kind of people do? Anyways, moving back along. Are you serious, Jessica? Yeah, I had no idea. This is messed up. You want me to choose between imagining my relationship further with my family by not going because there will be an extremely upset and you. Is grooming the right word here? Like, I feel like there's certainly a lot of, like, I guess Mint's an adult now, so I guess not.
Manipulating? Like, do what I say or else?
Yeah, like, who the fuck, even if this were at the height of the Brony fandom, and if you were still in charge of BronyCon, Tinker, I would have told Tinker to tell you, or told Mint to tell you to go fuck yourself. With gusto. I would have paid her to tell you to go fuck yourself. But, you know, Mint already did the right play here. Refused to go put other work, even when my mom wanted me to explore the city. Don't call me Jessica. Only my mom calls me Jessica. My name is Tinker. Okay. You triggered 4-year-old. Jessica is just what my paperwork. More importantly, you are risking your life. I mean, you know, Tinker, it's not like anybody dead named you, unless Jessica used to be your other name. That'd be weird. That would certainly weird. Family lives, the lives of unknown number of random strangers who may be killed by your actions. You are not rolling the dice on many lives, most of which are not even yours. Well, no, yeah, Mint, to the best of my knowledge, doesn't actually possess many lives. That would be kind of odd. I think we'd probably be covering Mintheart, be like, Mint, you have to stop owning these people's lives. You don't have the authority. Who do you think you are? Anyways, if you want to kill, if you want to kill yourself, this is your choice. What a fucking goddamn message to say to your friend. What a fucking goddamn. Hi, happy early Thanksgiving. By the way, if you want to kill yourself, that's your choice. That's all right. Like, the fuck, Tink?
If you want to kill yourself, go ahead. Just don't go on a plane.
Yeah, goddamn, woman. But you're not doing me. You're doing many kill. Is that wording's word? Others. You do not have the right. Actually, she totally does have the legal right to go on that plane. We're in a capitalist society in America where you can totally go out and buy a ticket. You are spreading false information, fake news. Anyone listening to this podcast can go out legally and have the right to go buy a ticket. If you could show me in any of the 50 states right now, you know what? There might be a few in lockdown that don't allow for flight, but I'm pretty sure your feelings are not the legal law or right, Tinker. You are not that important, nor have you ever been. It is wrong for you to risk people's lives just so that you can have a fucking holiday meal. It's a bit more than that. I don't think that fucking Mintheart specifically is going home because her parents' Thanksgiving turkey and stuffing is just that much of the might be. I could be entirely wrong. I could be screaming right now, how dare you, that turkey? Oh. Anyways, this is the only ethical thing to do here. The ethical thing, the social faux pas that you are doing is squeezing your ass into their DMs and throwing your weight around there, Tink. While you're doing this is selfish, risky, and perpetually deadly. I won't say that it isn't risky, and I won't say it's not perpetually deadly. Just because that there is a outbreak going around right now, it doesn't excuse people from going out and keeping up social graces with their family. It doesn't stop you from, still bonding with others and trying to make time, especially when you really need it. It's not as if basically Mint just, I'm assuming, got bored and said, you know what, the cat or whatever pet I have right now isn't cutting it. Again, not just for you. You could kill random people. I mean, considering that you want Catholics, Republicans, and all those people to die, I mean, there's a good chance it might be some of the people you don't like, Tinker. I don't know how much more bluntly to put it. You're risking people's lives. Yes, we got that. That is a potential true. Every time I go get gas, Tinker, I am probably risking people's lives. If I go out in the middle of the day and go get McDonald's or a Slurpee or any of that shit, I am in fact risking people's lives. Because I really want it.
I mean, no. I would like to point this out. Before this pandemic started, every time you got behind the wheel of a car, you were risking people's lives because there was always a chance something could happen and you could lose control of your car and crash into somebody and kill them.
Hey, Rouge, do I drive like a jackass?
Yes.
Do I risk people's lives when I drive?
Yes.
Hey, Tinker, fight me. 1v1 me.
When your girlfriend has to scream at you.
Yeah. Fucking stop screaming at the dumb kid or the 18-year-old. 1v1 me. Anyways, you're doing I get that part. Do a Zoom call with your family or Skype or you won me over there. You suggested Skype, Tinker. You're not all bad. You can go. We'll get you last. I'll even pay for a nice big TV and a webcam so you can. So me and Rouge
Hold
both.
on.
Yeah, me and Rouge said the same
Hold
thing.
on.
Go ahead.
Mint is saying hopping in while I'm waiting for my flight. I called Lio sobbing because she came at me super hardcore right before I was supposed to leave. It was awful.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Put her in.
Well, she can't join. She posted this in text in the stream. I just want to make sure when she says something, it's heard.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. So again, me and Rouge said the same thing. We'd have took the money. And you know what? Considering how shifty you are with, certain GoFundMes and certain charities there, Purple, you wouldn't have had a leg to stand on. You kind of have it coming. You've done
Pastel's joining us.
You've done some shifty bullshit, madam. It's not just a meal. I haven't seen them since I moved. I miss them. I missed my birth cousin. I miss my dog. I miss my home. Yeah, no shit. Well, then shut the fuck up. I miss travel. I miss Disney. I miss my mom. I miss my sisters. I even miss my fucking dad. I doubt it, Tinker. Um, maybe not project what the fuck you want and need onto other people, Tinker. Maybe people aren't fucking cut from the exact same fucking mold. Maybe people's thresholds, if like, it doesn't sound to me that Mint is doing anything extraordinarily careless. Like, I guess if they were like flying out there 3 times a week or some shit like that, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna look at my shoes while this argument's going on. How long has Mint been since she's seen her family? Months?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving, it's the holidays. It's only gonna get rougher, especially around Christmas. She wants to do it now. She wants to do it now. That's fine. Shit. I think someone proposed this too. What if it was somebody who wanted to go talk to their family before transitioning? Would Tinker have said a damn thing? Probably not. She'd have looked at her shoes. Oh, well, that's a different story. They're goy. A little bit different there. But
Mint says there's no price to pay for my mental health. To try and put a price on that was disgusting.
So if I can pop in real quick, why is Tinker going after just Mint? Like, that was my main question.
No,
Those are
it's
friends.
everyone.
Yeah.
They slid in. They have basically said if anyone does this, you are the enemy of not just them, but the world, essentially. But they slid into Mint's DMs to try to bribe and convince her otherwise, which you'll see. This gets progressively worse and worse and worse.
Shit.
So I'm
Like, low key.
I'm in call with at least 3 to 4 people who are LGBT. Am I cool saying that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Any of you guys standing with Tinker right now?
No,
Nope.
I ain't want her.
Not with her take on this.
Well, there you go,
She's not
Tinker.
invited to the barbecue.
Yeah.
Super chat from Icarus. If you want a perfect display of what I think of lockdown and the one Biden is planning, look up Freedom Tune Lockdown.
I don't like the tune in the title, but Anyways, but you know what? I am going to risk killing random people to see all of them. This is Tinker obviously being hyperbolic. See any of them. And neither should you. Think of the ethics of the situation. Think of the right and wrong. Well, that'd be a first for you, Tinker. Risking other people's lives for your selfish family gathering. The odds are pretty low, I would imagine.
That is genuinely triggering me. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, so I want to go see my family, but I'm risking everyone else's lives around me. So, like, how is that even fucking... Like, this whole argument is stupid as shit.
Okay, so
this person, it is going around like Mintheart is the Grim Reaper and she's gonna kill everyone in her path because she wants to go see her fucking family. Like, that's not what's going to fucking happen.
No. So here's the thing. I know what Tinker's trying to say. It's like, oh, you go out there and you may have it and you may spread it to random people on the plane, and then they might go to their families and spread it to their families, and then they may spread it to other people. Here's the thing. Now, a person got on the plane, and they catch it from somebody on the plane. That person is responsible. Not the person that gave it to them. The person that got on the plane is responsible for whoever they give it to.
Exactly.
And now, now the thing is you could say if Mint, gives it to her family, catches it and gives it to her family, you could maybe say that, hey, Mint, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't get on the plane, but you can't blame Mint for all the other random people on the plane and what they do. That is their decisions. That is their loved ones' decisions to be around them when they just got off a plane without quarantine. That is Mint's family's decision to be around Mint without having her quarantined for 14 days. People have to take self-responsibility for what the fuck they do. Period, people. Fuck, I'm tired of this shit. Take responsibility for your actions. If you know somebody gets on a plane and that they may have been exposed and you don't want to take that chance, then make them quarantine before you fucking go around them. That is your decision. That is your choice. Stop putting it on other people.
And Tinker, if you have so much money to fucking donate, maybe you should do something to like give out a fund to help the people who already are sick. Get off your fucking soapbox. You were saying, Rouge?
Mint says it's not just about my family either. I'm trying to get my abuser locked up.
Yeah. And you know what? Any amount of money you try to pay Mint to make that not happen, I'll fucking I'll overdo it. Get fucked. That's well worth it.
So Tinker cares more about people getting infected with COVID than she does someone who preyed on a child getting locked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this is, not a
Trash.
first. I want to bring this up again. I went up to Tinker when we were still on talking terms, and I let her know that fucking Flufflepuff dated a 15-year-old and basically orbited her for 3 fucking years. And instead of doing anything about it or pulling any strings, and when I even showed her the audio, she just went around and went up to Bayfish, who still is dating Flufflepuff, and said, stop talking to Anthony. So, if you're on the right, you're in the right circles, the same rules do not apply.
I don't want you to skip over them trying to bribe Mint, because I saw you switch to the next one.
Okay. So, I thought I didn't realize it was you don't have the right, you can kill random people, that's wrong. I will buy you a TV. Yeah, we read this off before. I will buy you a webcam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As for paying to keep them home, I mean, you could try and do that. That's whatever.
Yo, Tinker, is that offer available for all of us? Because I would love to stop delivery driving for extra money if you're just gonna pay me to stay home. That'd be.
Well,
I
yeah.
would love. My rent is $1,200. I've got a light bill that's due. That's like $150.
Hold on.
I got a car note.
Well, I said in
Yeah.
response, I was just like, I would have taken it and then still went.
Yeah.
No, the question is, can't COVID go on packages and stuff? So can't delivering stuff spread COVID too?
Yeah, it's not stopping Grubhub, Postmates, DoorDash, Uber Eats from shutting down, and I need money. So if bitches is hungry and they want this McDonald's and they want to sacrifice their life for McDonald's, I'm down for sacrificing my life for the $3 tip I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's like you're not you're advocating for people not to go on the plane because it was spread, but at the same time you're advocating for delivery, in which it can spread.
So here's the thing that kills me. You're better than this. What? I'm just gonna say this. Mint's better than going and talking to her family. I've seen what happens when Mint doesn't go talk to her family. So get fucked, Tinker. Maybe you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. if there's anything, there needs to be a clear line of communication. I've definitely seen shit go wrong when Mint's trusted people online. No offense.
So this is one of the worst fucking screenshots too.
Yeah. You are not an evil person. You won't sink to other people's, yes, for Thanksgiving, dinner, family, and disappointment with the law that you could have over Zoom and FedEx. Again, we've already addressed that you could easily probably send something. I don't know how long shit stays in the air. You better than this. Please be better than this. Please, please, please. Mintheart. So
hold on. Because the news changed. Purple Tinker also said, as far as I know, even Vida did not do that, and Mint then replies to that.
But is that in here?
Yeah, it's right above. It's the little branch up from the Mint doodle. That's how the new quote tweets work.
I don't.
So if you see where Mint says, so would I be worse than him? Right above it in little tiny
Yeah, I didn't
writing.
get there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it now, yeah. As far as I know, Vida did not even do that, as it would be worse than him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been mentioned. So here's my question, Tinker. Are you aware what Vida did in Mint's case? I'm not talking about the misgendering bullshit. No offense. I am going to repeatedly say that someone who goes after kids is far worse than someone who can't fuck up their pronouns. You may or may not disagree, Miss I Like Flufflepuff.
Tinker
Yes.
does know. It
Yes.
shows in the screenshot.
Yes, you would be worse than him. You would be killing people for your own selfish reasons. So whether it's 5%, 2%, or 1%, a child being endangered just doesn't measure up to maybes and feels in Purple Tinkerland. Huh. My God. It would be nice to be able to get a hold of some of the DMs that Tinker has on their Discord. I'm sure we'd find out all kinds of crazy shit that she's probably covering up. As far as I'm aware, even if he did not do that.
Even he did not do that.
Even he did not do that. He did a lot of evil shit. As far as I am aware, he never did anything potentially deadly. I don't have the time to break all that shit down. I mean, there's getting into the fight with the cop. That could have been potentially deadly. I know that's not what they meant. Now he gave me PTSD and MDD, made me and another girl try and take our own lives, sexually, mentally, and emotionally abused me for years, and tried to guilt trip me into staying with him by threatening to take his life. So again, I've offered this before. I am prepared to talk to Vida 1v1 to get the clear story. He's not taken up on that, so what am I to think? Tinker says, yeah, well, you know the difference is you can still avoid killing yourself ultimately, but if you get bad enough COVID, you're dying no matter what. So yes, still worse.
So guys, remember, if you're suicidal, just don't kill yourself.
You're dying no matter what. I mean, you don't know that.
I wish somebody would have told me that. I wish I would have known that a couple weeks ago. I mean, what was the point of therapists and psychiatrists and, going to check yourself in to make sure you don't kill yourself? I mean, what's the point of that if you just don't do it?
Yeah,
just avoid it.
This is the same person who got super triggered and mad when Vida said you'll get over it about trans, but when it comes to suicide, you can just get over it.
There are more screenshots further down too. God
damn. What a shitty person. The basement always has a cellar with you, Tinker. What do they do? Unavoidable. Wait, let's see.
Also, Tinker, COVID isn't the only thing on this planet that can kill people. People could push other people to near suicide.
So yes, still worse. Making someone suicidal while repugnant is not nearly as bad as infecting someone with the virus that can kill them no matter what they do.
Bruh.
It is avoidable death as opposed to an unavoidable death. What you're doing isn't like making someone suicidal. I almost can guarantee if people went back far enough, you'd find some contradictory statements about this. Giving someone PTSD is like spinning the barrel of a gun and pointing a dozen random people and pulling the trigger. How is COVID more assured than that? Jesus, I'd rather take the COVID fucking as opposed to having some nut with a gun pointing it around. You can't dodge bullets. Either they die or they don't. They're giving them a chance. There is no chance. You're just taking risks in their lives, period. There is not enough words, this is Mint responding, to tell you just how upset I am that you're saying I'd be worse than the pedophile who robbed me of years of my life. Purple Tinker, he did not kill you. Your actions could kill people, random strangers, innocent grandmas, children. Are you sure that those grandmas are innocent?
Okay, so... Wait, I'm confused about the children in this. Aren't they saying it's mostly killing out the people who are older and have weaker immune systems? So if it's a bunch of young adults all on this plane, so we're gonna all kill each other? Like, I'm trying to understand Tinker's thought process, because what grandmas are getting on planes right now?
Okay.
You guys know
you could be you could get infected on the plane and not know it, and then it's now spread to like everyone on the plane because you guys all shared the air, and then they go home to their families and there's a poor little grandma at Thanksgiving dinner, and now she has it because you had it and didn't know because you got it while you were traveling.
I mean, who's traveling with their newborn right now? Go ahead.
But that's where my freaking rant came from. It's like, it's personal responsibility
for themselves. Yeah.
If you know your family member just traveled and you're worried about catching the virus, then don't go around them for 14 days. Make sure they don't have the virus.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys. I've seen some grandmas, including my own, and that they're at this point where they're like, I don't give a fuck about this fucking virus. Can I see my children? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, They said I can't go nowhere.
So yes, you'd be worse. Tinker, maybe it's not about these people. Maybe it's about how you feel. Isn't that it? Why don't you just admit it? This makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm prepared to pancake you and every last one of these people I'm talking about to make myself feel just a little bit better. Isn't that it? You would
like B. B says simple fix. Don't bring grandma to Thanksgiving.
God damn.
Oof. Oof.
I mean, that's a fix too.
You would have literally blood on your hands. You would have told them for months to stay home for this. Okay, let's see. Disease is deadly. It spreads from person to person. They can kill people. Yes, please go slower. We're all dumb. Mintheart. He threatened to kill me and my family. I almost fucking did, and still threats doing this for his abuse. I was a child, and he robbed me. Wait, I already read this one, right? No. I guess not. Tainted me to the point where I can barely stand to look at myself and only have a fucking nerve to say I'm worse than that. Because you're willing to risk other people's lives over turkey dinner. Yeah. Tinker, oh my god. Like, it'd have been one thing if you'd have got, like, really angry and fucked up and said, I'd like to walk some of this back, and this got handed out. I'd be like, you know, we've all had really dumb, stupid moments. You stand on this hill like you're dying on this hill. Good God, how do you have friends? How did people put up with you? That's abhorrent. You're willing to risk other people's lives for fucking dinner. I have no words for how disgusting this is. Please be better than this. Hey, everybody, I hope everybody who traveled to have their fucking goddamn family with their... I want them to sit down if you traveled to have dinner with your friends. Pray for Purple Tinker's misery over Thanksgiving dinner. God, what a shitty ass person. Mint, I have a job, you know. Should I just never work? I already told you, it's not about the dinner. I'm trying to put a man who abused me behind bars. You have to work because you have to eat. You do not have to go home for the holidays. And again, you can communicate with the law over Zoom and FedEx and email and Skype.
It's okay to go to work and catch COVID and get it from your coworkers and your boss and spread that and take that shit home. But it's not okay to go on a plane and go see your family and catch COVID that way. I'm just trying to understand the levels of what's it's okay for Tinker for us to catch. Like, which level of COVID is it okay for me to catch? Work COVID or travel COVID? I just want to know what's allowed. I want to know.
I'm sorry.
Well, there's apparently a COVID approved by Purple Tinker brand. You know.
Okay, so work COVID is approved.
Okay, work COVID is approved. You're making excuses. Your trip risks other people's lives. You know what's wrong to do. You know it. You know it, and it's wrong to kill and to risk other people's lives. If you know it, and you know that I know, I guarantee that a Tinker basically, they're like, there's a BLM protest. Well, I'm going. I have to. You better person than this. Better than this. You better not risk people's lives like Vida did.
You are not going to risk lives like Vida did. So wait, now Vida has risked people's lives? I thought you said he didn't.
I mean, considering that if you leave Vida the fuck out there, he might continually fucking keep going after
Well, no,
people.
earlier, fucking Purple was like, Vida never did something like this, and now they're like, you're not gonna do it like Vida did.
Jesus, what a shit.
I would just like to say, Vida has shown signs to me, to what I believe are signs of being a sociopath. And if you leave those people out there long enough, yeah, they tend to freaking end up hurting somebody. They're the type of people that go and do, like, school shootings and mass shootings. So, yes, let's leave him out there longer so that he can go shoot up a freaking, you know, shoot something up. Let's do that. That sounds like a great idea.
I don't mean to dump on Mint, but you know what? If Tinker would have taken the stance, this is something you should have dealt with long ago, I'd have been like, well... I don't have a comeback to that, but this has been all feelings. It's all been feels over reels. Because you are not an evil person. I like him. Like him. He's not an evil person like him. I believe in you. I believe you can see this as a mistake and stop it before it's too late. Just people should just block Tinker. Good God. Once you get on that plane, it's too late. You've spun the barrel of the gun, and then you're pulling the trigger. You can't unpull it, and you'll never know who, if anyone, in the action's killed or maimed. You won't either, Tinker, and you're just talking out your ass. Please, for your own conscience, listen to me. Let me help you. You're an atheist and you don't believe in afterlife. What is if she never knows about it? What's the downside, Tinker? Oh, she didn't think about that. Oh, big brain fucking atheist, Jagoff. I will pay whatever is necessary to make this right, to allow you to communicate well with your family and provide the law with your laptop and get your replacement if needed. I will rather pay thousands of dollars than to lose your, I think it says, food to this evil family. I don't know that word's covered up. Being willing to expose other people to deadly potential. If it were about money, Tinker, all Mint would have had to have done is gone to Best Buy, bought a computer, and then returned it 2-3 days later after the dinner. You can do that. But that's not what this is about. There's ways that this could have been done without spending any money. Lifelong maiming disease for these reasons is evil. You don't have a doctorate. You didn't go to Harvard or Yale.
No, Anthony. I'm going to have to side with Tinker on this one point. It is a very deadly disease. It can fuck people up very badly. I know there are people close to me that have had that happen. So I'm not going to sit here and downplay COVID. It is a shitty disease that can affect you and can cause a lot of issues, but take personal responsibility for your health. Nobody else is responsible for your health but you.
Okay. Don't become one of those people who say, I don't care if I kill people. I'm going to do whatever I want. I mean, Tinker, that's not what I'm generally doing in these cases, but if somebody like you comes around pushing and I get the choice, I'm going to swing the other way just to spite you because you're such a fucking miserable asshole. Don't become the kind of unspeakable evil. Please let me help you. I mean, it can't be unspeakable evil if you're talking about it right away. I don't care how much money I have to pay to make this right. You don't have this kind of money.
Looking at this, like, is Tinker just a goofy looking paycheck? Because they make it sound like they're sitting on a McScrooge safe full of fucking money here. I'm just trying to figure out, can I get a piece? Because I'll stop working.
Oh yeah, Tinker must
if they're
apparently
really
have like
offering to
10
pay.
times the money Oki does. Just
Pay
saying
me
around.
to stay home, please. I
Can I
beg
get
you.
my second stimulus check? I've been waiting for the second 1,200. If they're offering, I'm here.
Yeah.
I can give my PayPal in the description.
I just imagine Purple Tinker with like a handful of Benjamins like waving him going, fucking Donnie Dollars ain't got shit on me. Anyways, because I only hear it now, I wish you told me earlier. I didn't go around telling people, I just tweeted about it. Yes, and I followed 2,000 people. I simply did not see it. Okay, let's get down to, God, there's so much. Quarantine bubble. Are you... As you see, I tweeted that a week ago. Please let me help you. My wallet and my heart are open. You're a sucker. What are you or pending doing is profoundly wrong. Risking random people's lives. This is wrong. Please let me help you. I don't follow. I didn't follow you. I didn't see it. So, okay, this is deeply ruining my mentality right now. You came at me hardcore at the hour, and I'm supposed to be getting ready to go. This is my mental health, and for the promise I made for my justice, I'm not willing to risk evidence getting lost or misplaced. I'd rather take it myself. Bravo. I like that. And I stayed. I'd lose a week of work for nothing. I'd appreciate all you've done for me. But the way you handled this and emotionally blackmailing me, what you're doing is wrong. I never wanted us to end on these terms. I can't have someone who does this in my life. I care about you and our friendship, but again, the way you handled this is inappropriate, and you didn't do this. You don't do
that to a friend.
You don't do this to a friend. Quite frankly, this reminds me of how much that Vida tried to put me through. Okay.
You're losing your ability to speak.
Oh, here, take it.
Yeah. Vida wouldn't know right and wrong if they hit him upside the head like a frying pan. I'm telling you that what you are doing is wrong. You can obtain justice without traveling. I will pay to have your laptop sent via carrier or highly insured. I can also make a remote backup of it with you, so that you can be assured
That's a COVID bomb.
so that you can be assured. So that you can be assured that the data cannot be lost. There are ways to solve this problem without you traveling. I will pay for any or all of them. You can also reschedule your work, or if you prefer, I will simply pay you what you would have made working. Again, my pocketbook is open to you. I will throw as much money as necessary at the problem to allow you to do the right thing. Tinker, you can't pay for problems to go away. I'm sorry, but I'm going. Purple, these problems can be paid for. I can ensure that your laptop reaches the authorities safely. Money can do that. I can replace the money you lost on a week off work. Money can do that. These are problems that can be paid to go away easily. You can't put a price on my mental health, my anxiety, and my paranoia. Something will go wrong if I send my laptop in the mail. Purple, Mint, again, I can make 100% complete backup without either of us ever traveling. I'm a system administrator, for fuck's sake. I've been programming for 35 years. This is easy. I could 100% guarantee that the data would not be lost. I could make multiple redundant encrypted backups in the cloud and on hardware I control that would be safer than that laptop is now. That laptop can be lost or destroyed, but multiple backups can't. Mint, I'm not changing my mind, and if you're really going to ruin our friendship and paint me as a horrible monster, then I'm sorry, I'm still going and I need to get ready. Purple, Mint, don't do this. Risking other people's lives to do this is wrong. You can resolve your case with Vida and communicate with your parents without risking people's lives. Don't do this. Be better than this. Man, I guess I'm not better. My ride will be here in like 40 minutes. I need to get dressed and pack the last few things. Purple, cancel it. I will pay any amount to help you do what is necessary for your case. I will cancel my day at work to help you back up your laptop. FYI, I can make more in a day than you do in weeks. Again, I will throw as much money as I need to solve this problem. I will pay the person who is going to be your ride. I will repay you for your tickets. I will pay for your new laptop. I will pay for your laptop to be backed up. No, I already made up my mind. I'm going home, throwing the necklace Vida sent me into the ocean, and talking to the police about him and letting them gather the evidence. Purple, you're really comfortable with risking random people's lives to do this instead of just mailing it or couriering it. I don't fucking know that word.
It's a delivery service.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can you say with a straight face that you're okay with people dying for this? For you to do it in person instead of remotely. Can you tell me that, Minty? If you're going to do this, at least face what you're doing with honesty and admit that yes, you are risking people's lives to do this your way. Can you admit that? Are you really okay with that? I am offering you an out. I am offering to spend whatever it takes to fix this. Please, Minty, do not risk killing people for this. It can be done without you traveling. It is safer that way. It's more ethical that way. It won't kill anyone. Let me help you. Don't put other people's lives at risk.
So,
no.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to state this again. If Tinker were a friend, the point I would have got across here is, example, when I go after predators, I try to make this movement as inclusive as possible, as opposed to when Vida did it. It's, hey, I want to get you to work with me. It's not take your position and beat someone over the head with it. And how do you not get this? How do you not understand that basically your core position is good, and you just completely fucked that up to the point where all I would do at this point is I would just not listen out of spite, out of how fucking just belligerent and ignorant you're being. Go ahead.
Now, there's one thing, sitting here and listening to all this, if Tinker was this set on her not flying, on Mint not flying home, there was a simple fix to this. Tinker could have got her ass in a car, drove to Mint's house, and drove Mint home. Done.
But COVID.
But Purple knows she doesn't have it. Mint doesn't have it. They could get tested and quarantined, whatever. They could, but it would have risked less people's lives. She wouldn't be on a plane. That is a compromise that could have been made, that could have worked, but that was not an offer. It was just stay home.
I wouldn't have advised freaking Mint to drove with Tinker's crazy ass either. No offense.
But the point is it's not whether or not Mint would have accepted it. It was the fact that it should have been offered. If Tinker was really, really, committed to what she's talking about, she would have offered that because it was a compromise, a reasonable compromise.
No, I'm not okay with it. I have plans to go.
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had no plans to go originally, but I made a promise to my family and have business to take care of, and for those reasons I'm justifying it to myself. This is the only trip I plan to take during the pandemic, and until it's over and in the clear, I'm not going anywhere else. Purple, so only firing one bullet at random is okay, as long as you don't fire that gun again. I'm saying put down the gun, don't travel at all. You're minimizing harm, which is good. I'm saying eliminate the harm. You don't have to travel to do what you want or need to do. It can all be done remotely, and I'm here to throw shitloads of money at the problem to make sure it is done remotely. People are literally watching their mom die over Zoom to avoid causing more death. Nothing you are doing is more important than the final goodbye to a parent. If people can say their last words to their mom over a fucking Zoom, you can talk to the cops over fucking Zoom. If people can watch their parents' final breath over Zoom, you can resolve your legal case against Vida via Zoom. Your legal case is not more timely or more important than saying goodbye to your loved ones. This can all be done remotely, all of it, and without unnecessarily and randomly risking anyone's fucking lives. And I'm sorry for those people, I really am, but I'm still going. This pandemic has been shit, and we really do all need to stay home. But my flight is booked, my bags are packed, I made promises I plan to fulfill, and my ride gets here in about 30 minutes. Purple, I can pay to cancel all of this and resolve all your problems without you traveling. You are better than this, be better than this, don't risk other people's lives for an unnecessary trip. I know your mom tried to pressure you into this. Your mom is an asshole for this. Don't listen to her. Your mom is a bad influence on you. She's a bad person for oh my god. Go ahead.
Why doesn't Mint just leave? Why doesn't Mint just leave Tinker? Like, let Tinker sit there and blow that smoke, and then just worry about her shit. Like, I would have been done, closed out Discord, closed the laptop, looked at my bags, watched YouTube videos, and wait for my ride. Like, why are we still entertaining this shit?
Because Tinker is a friend to Mint, and that is when you're friends with somebody. Sometimes it's hard to just stop listening to them. It's hard.
I would have took this from somebody I loved. Like, this is
that's hard.
This is some browbeating right here. If family was screaming at me like this, I'd have been like, click long time ago.
More serious. But this is a friend, like a friend.
Well, and if you look at the time between all these messages, she's spamming Mint with these in like 1-2 minute periods.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, I would have been blocked and like, okay, cool. When my friend, apparently who's my friend, when they decide to calm the fuck down, then we can have this conversation. Until then, deuces. Like, it's. I've had easier time cutting off blood than I have like friends. Come on, bro. Like, no, that's toxic as shit. I would have been cut the whole convo.
Okay. She's a bad person for asking you to risk people's lives to come home to see her. Reject her bullshit and say no. You should not be flying right now. You are safer at home, and at home your risk of contributing to the global spread of a deadly disease is far less. It is the right thing to do. Unnecessary travel during the peak of the worst pandemic is a centuries crossing a moral Rubicon for which there is no return. It's like firing a gun randomly into a crowd. You can't unfire that gun. You can't unshoot these people. You can't unspread that disease. Tinker, I already decided I'm going, and I'm sorry, no, I can't unshoot the people. What I can do is make sure that the gun never gets reloaded and fired again. It won't give them back what they may lose, and I feel for them, but I have things to do and business to take care of.
So, like, are you a teenager, Tinker? Like, where is this, like, vicar? This absolute fucking commitment that someone your age should learn how to compromise and have some fucking level of civility. This is the kind of dumb mistake that a teenager makes.
Alright.
How is it that Mint's the adult in this situation? Jesus. Go ahead.
Purple, your things to do can be done remotely. Your business to take care of can be taken care of remotely. Do it remotely. Please do it remotely. I will pay for all of it to be done remotely. I will even give you $1,000 and your stupid mother $1,000 just to shut her up. Please. Mint, it's not her decision, it's mine. She asked me to come and I could have said no. I honestly was going to, but I decided to go because Thanksgiving is the only holiday I give two shits about, and the holiday I know my mom would be heartbroken if I missed it. Purple, you know why... Who'd be heartbroken? The parents and children of random people who your trip might kill. Think about them. Some fucking screenshot. Let me zoom in on that. Oh, send money with Quick Pay with Zelle to Emily. Don't click on that. I'm literally bribing you to not kill people, and I'm happy to do so. One button click away. Just give me the word. Say you won't go. Please. No, Tinker, you cannot put a price on my mental health and me seeking justice. My ride gets here in 10 minutes. I'm getting on that plane. End of discussion. Purple, you can seek justice without traveling. You can work on your mental health without traveling. Getting on that plane is not a requirement for anything. You're just bullshitting yourself at this point. You can talk to your parents remotely. You can see I can't see the word. It's blocked.
Shrink.
Remotely or shrink remotely or locally. You can send that laptop to the something mail. I can back up the data to the cloud so there is 0.
Cops mail.
There is 0. I
Chance
click
of-
one button.
Go ahead.
I click one button and you get $1,000. Do the right thing, please. Sorry, now I click one button. Do the right thing. Stay home. Tell me you'll stay home. Let me work with you to get all this shit done remotely. Please don't put the random people's lives at risk. Please, I'm literally bribing you to not kill people and I'm happy to do so. Let's see. Some of this is a repeat. That's why I'm
Yeah,
skimming.
no, goodbye. Please save nice life. Please don't risk other people's lives again. I'd tell her to eat a dick. Completely.
I think that's all we need to read. And Step wants me to say, good afternoon, Jessica. I'm going to call you Jessica. I'm Aaron Streiser, also known by people as Step, the person who's been there for Mint for about 2 to 3 years at this point, the person who witnessed practically firsthand all the abuse and mental torture Mint had been victim of at the hands of Vida. If your standards for good people are, quote-unquote, they didn't kill people, then that shows your own moral failings. I know you're mad people are not doing what you want to do, but you don't have a right to do that to an abuse victim. So please spare the quote-unquote, you're literally killing people nonsense. To entertain you for a second, Mint isn't an idiot. She knows how hand sanitizer works and has a mask. Trying to emotionally blackmail, gaslight, and bribe people into doing what you want, putting a price on their mental health, is exactly what I'd expect from your kind Juden. Block Emmy like you said you would and move on with your miserable life.
So wait, no, I'm gonna confront Step on that one. If this were a Jewish thing, there's no way she'd offer to put up $1,000, Step. So there you go. What? She'd be the worst representation of your stereotype that you could possibly think of. She's just a moron. Yeah, she's just a moron. Purple Tinker being a shit person has nothing to do with her being Jewish.
It's just, she literally sat here and did try to blackmail, gaslight, bribe, threaten, manipulate, like everything to get Mint to do what she fucking wanted.
So here, let me be clear. If Tinker would have looked over and saw that Mint was doing this and she'd have just blocked her instantly, I'd have been like, okay. I mean, you're a dick, but okay. Take it, Gilded.
Can I rant a little bit more?
Go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead, sis.
So here's the thing. So Purple Tinker, here's the thing, right? I'm actually not fully against your message here, against the don't travel. Okay, fine, I get it. Don't travel. I can get behind that, telling people not to travel. But what I can't get behind is the way you're going about this. You weren't willing to compromise. You threaten a friend no less. I mean, I'm afraid to see what you do against somebody you don't like. Would you shoot them before they get on the plane? I mean, shit. This is a friend, and you literally, you pulled the same shit that their abuser that they just got away from would pull on them. How do you reconcile that? Seriously. You threatened them. You emotionally and mentally manipulated them. You tried to bribe them. You did everything a textbook abusive person would do. How do you reconcile that? But because you think you were saving lives? Because there's no proof that, it's not 100% guarantee she gets on the plane and something bad happens. There's a chance. Just like in life, there's a chance anything can happen to us. I could be sitting here talking to you and a meteor could fall out the sky and kill me right in a second. I don't know. It could happen. It's possible. But, that's life. Life is chances. And yes, we shouldn't travel if we don't have to or don't need to. But sometimes your mental health requires you to do things that other people may not think are thing to do. So stop being abusive to Mint.
So
I mean, I don't even know Mint. I'm not friends with Mint. I don't really know Mint. But don't be abusive to anybody, period, ever, just because you don't like what they're doing.
So in response to Bluebell Fleur, Both of my grandmothers have passed away well over a decade ago, so.
Wait, what was the question?
Well, they were
No,
maybe,
Bluebell said F and G are wants grandma to die.
I mean, my grandmothers have passed on.
But it's like, she even sat here and tried to say, like, Mint's trying to actively go out and murder people, and she's worse than a pedophile who groomed and abused her for, like, a large portion of her fucking life. Like, dear Lord,
yeah,
shitty.
if Purple would have gone and made a concise, straightforward, here's what I'm willing to do, take it or leave it, but I'm probably going to say my piece and then move on. There'd be no stream. I'd have been like, okay, that's a nothing burger. They could have totally handled this responsibly, respectfully. They could have been a role model. You've done nothing but hurt your position by looking like a crackpot extremist.
Well, yeah, she berated and tried to browbeat Mint into doing what she fucking wanted.
And continued to repeat themselves like they like. And like the first 7,000 messages didn't already hit Mint's Discord, and that she didn't already read that shit. Like, that's a no. It's a no. Once the first no is administered, the conversation thenceforth is over. There's no reason to continue forward and be like, oh, but are you sure? Like, I'll pay this. I'll give you money. I'm like, no. Okay, no. Okay, no. The first no should have been the last no. So
my name is no. My job is no. My last name is no.
My number is no. My sign is no. Like, everything about this conversation was no.
Hey, wait, Tinker! Like, no means no! I thought you people understood that!
Exactly! Because I'm sitting here as you guys are reading the screenshots, and I'm like, first of all, I was watching the stream for a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm down to be nosy, I'm not doing work. And then it kept going further. It's like watching a dumpster on fire. And it was entertaining, but then it got annoying and repetitive, and I'm like, are they still, they're still, alright, I'm done. Tinker's done. Cancel them.
No, technically, Vida didn't do anything this time. It's just basically Purple Tinker winded up comparing fucking Mintheart to fucking Vida because she wants to fly home for Thanksgiving. She's had some trouble because Vida's harassed her. She feels that she's like, hey, I want to go hang out with my family. I've been through some shit. I've been through some shit. I want to go talk to fam.
I deliver people's food for a living.
And I'd have been like, yeah, sounds good. And you know what? Go ahead.
Sorry. I like how Busy put this. How is this manipulation any different from what Vida did?
I mean, Tinker doesn't want
That's what I was saying, you know?
I mean, Tinker doesn't want to get down Mint's pants, so let's give her that. As far as I know.
I mean,
as far as I know.
I'm sorry. That doesn't matter. It really... Because Tinker's supposed to be a friend, and it doesn't matter if you're trying to get in somebody's pants or trying to keep somebody as a friend. No matter what your motive, abuse is abuse.
Mm-hmm. Facts. But I just see Tinker like trying to be a part of the debate team and starting off their argument really clear, really concise, and all of a sudden, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are. Exactly what they did for this entire conversation. I'm like, oh my fucking god, bro, it's still going. And I low key, like, I'm not gonna lie, the stinginess in me was like, so if they're really down to pay somebody, I've got a Cash App. Now you can throw me some money. Is the money on the table? Cause
you want to pay me $1,000 to stay home? I'm down.
Yeah, if there's anybody out there who's prepared to look like I'll just say this, if anyone wants to scam Tinker and come up with like this underage quivering, persona that like, oh, I'd love to be able to go home, you could probably milk them for a free laptop.
Facts, because I'm just saying, if the money's still on the table, because by their logic, if Mint going to visit her family is like her shooting into a random crowd of people, then I'm a terrorist for Al-Qaeda because I'm delivering food to people during a pandemic. And I could be delivering packages full of Corona for all we know. So can I get some money to stay home? So I'm down for it. So my rent, my light, my car note, all of this stuff.
Yeah, like $1,000 would cover me for the week. Like, I'll do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Right. Oh, shit. Terrible.
Jesus.
This person was trash.
Pay for my car. I'm down, BB.
Jesus.
Shit. Wow. That was a lot. I have a migraine.
Yeah.
Take some.
Hey, if you've got so much money, I'm floating around, Tinker. I hear Patch needs a donation. Go over there. She could use a handout.
It's not about the money. I know you guys, this is kind of funny, but I'm actually kind of pissed now. It's the fact that she tried to manipulate and abuse, and she was abusive to a friend. That is so fucking shitty. shitty on so many fucking levels, and it bugs the shit out of me. And maybe it shouldn't, but it does.
No, it should, because this person is they're a friend. They're a friend, and they're doing this
Well,
for their friends.
it's not even that they're a friend. They're actually a person that it has some some pull in the community that Mint is a part of.
My brain keeps shutting off in response to this. How do I put this? I guess I don't have an answer. Good God, this is where if this happened, like if this was an isolated incident, but this is like the standard go-to Tinker fucking response, right? Like she seems to sort of have these sort of like absolutes throwing around their weight. I'm right, so I get to sit there and treat everybody like crap till I get my way. It's a wonder that you don't last in fucking most of the what do you call the endeavors.
Bed?
Go ahead.
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
I just said bed.
Bed. The endeavors.
Because you had a pause between you don't last long and what you were going to say.
Okay, you don't last.
I'm a comedian. What can I say?
They were making a joke.
Okay, very good.
I'm a comedian.
Anything that you want to say, Step, that isn't anti-Semitic? Because let's be honest.
No.
How many Jewish people do you know act like Tinker?
2.
That's pretty small.
Well, you asked that I know of.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Wait, like personally in real life, or
people
it's
you've
2.
talked with?
People that I've personally talked with, like 2 or 3.
Well,
I've only
Discord
talked to, like,
counts.
5 Jewish people.
Okay.
Discord. I'm not counting Discord.
Well, that's only like 40%. Oh, fuck. So, what does anybody want to weigh in the chat? Let's see.
I can't wait for this to spread like fucking wildfire and fucking Purple to get canceled. People canceled people for lessness.
I don't think that's gonna happen. There's another reason too. Is it basically how much influence could Tinker have? All the cons are closed down, and any kind of workaround. I mean, the thing that Tinker would potentially lose is the thing she'd be speaking out against, right? It'd be like people rushing out to hang out again.
I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I got that completely wrong, their only pull and influence is cons in any kind of community sense, and if we're taking Tinker's word at face value, that those aren't going to be coming back anytime soon, and she'll probably be one of the last people to come along for those. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I do want to say.
I have my own. Go ahead.
I do want to say, Tinker, if you feel that I have unjustly, that I got you all wrong and this wasn't it, and you want to sit down and you want to talk to me and you want to be like, hey, this is what I was trying at. You want to have a conversation? We can do it in private. You can message me. My Twitter is always open. My DMs are open. You can message me and we can talk about it, or or in private or on stream. I don't give a fuck. It can be just me. I don't care. If you want to talk about it, you want to, say I was wrong, I'm willing to listen.
That should be interesting if that comes about.
Well, I think we've got to the end of it for now, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds about right.
It's been fun. I'm going to